Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be discussing one problem. This problem is related. It's a problem. It's relevant problem related to the previous lecture. So this problem is in GATE 2012, the electrical engineering paper. So the problem is about the one source is given, the electrical network one. For the electrical network, the source one AC source is given. Okay, and the R is connected. R is connected series with the one load, and this load is combination of R and L, series combination of R and load, and this is load. Okay, this is load, and in given also the V1, this V1 is given 220 volt, and V2 is given as a 120, and V3 is given as a 130 volt. So in the notation, whatever the given value is in circuit, so these values are you have to take as only the RMS value. Okay, not instantaneous any value or not maximum value. If other value is given, suppose peak value you have to consider. So in the question itself, the peak value, the minimum value, other value, it will be given. But if simply one value is given, either voltage, either current, okay, so that value would be only the RMS value. Okay, be careful. Okay, whenever you will be analyzing the circuits, so you have to take this tag as a voltage source, and this this is a RMS voltage of source. This is the voltage across this element, resistive element, 22 RMS value, and this voltage also is total across the load. Okay, so the load is combination of R and L. Okay. So the question is given about the what is the power factor of load, and if the RL, the load is RL is about 5 ohm, the power consumption in the load, how much power is consumed. So in this type of problem, what do you have to see? So the other values term are not available. So here R is not unknown, RL unknown, L unknown. So for this type of problem, what you have to see? You have to go for directly for the phasor analysis. Okay. So if you go for the phasor, so what you can see? So firstly, this is one series element. This is the series connection. So you take the current as a reference. Suppose we are taking this I as a reference. So if you plot the phasor, so firstly plot phasor, and you just see for this voltage, what will be getting this voltage. So this phasor if you get, so what would be the load voltage? V3. Okay, so V3 combination of across R, L. So for this element one voltage would be there, so VRL, and for the inductance L, so there also be one voltage. So this voltage would be combinedly V3 for R and VL. Now the current is the series current, means same current, common current. So we take as a reference. Suppose this is current. Okay. Now what we can see, this current, we know the voltage across this R is current flowing through this RL, and the voltage across this RL is VRL. So VRL will be in the same phase. So like VRL, so in the same phase. this component is VRL. Okay. Now, as you know the inductance, what would be the, so voltage across this VL, voltage across this, what? Voltage across this VL. So if VL is there, so as we know the current is always lagging through this, the voltage across this, so voltage across this, what would be? The voltage across this VL, because we are taking a reference I, so if this way the rotation is there, so okay, what? So 90° lagging. Now there is a vectorial addition for this and this element, so will resultant will get V3. So see now, so this and this, how we can get? So this is V3, this is V3. Now again see this current and voltage across this V2, so this is also resistive element, so what? This current and this voltage will be in same phase but magnitude may be different, so we can take this. Now see, this may be, this may be the V2, because it would be the V2, suppose, because this and this in the same phase, I and V2 in the same phase, I and VRL in the same phase, because this RL is resistive element, RL resistive and R also resistive. Okay, R means resistive only. So this V2 and V3. So again, what would be the presentation? So V1, V2 and V3. There would be the resultant. V1, V2 plus V3. So there would be this presentation. Okay. Now, if this is V2, this is V3. So what would be the resultant? Draw a parallelogram. So this is the, now suppose you have to find the angle between this and this V2 and V3, V2 and V3, and it is a resultant of V1. Okay. How we will find? So as we know, this V1 is V2 plus V3. So how you can find this angle between V2 and V3? As we know, the angle between this and this, it is the magnitude square, V2 square plus V3 square plus 2V1 V2 2V3 cos. So this theta is what? This theta is nothing but the angle between V2 and V3. Theta is an angle between V2 and V3. Okay. The theta is an angle between V2 and V3. Clear? So now how we will get? You all knows, this V1, V2, V3, all the terms are known. Now only theta. So cos theta would be b1 square minus b2 square minus b3 square b1 sorry b2. So if we put all the terms, then simply we will get what? Cos theta is 0.52, 4.52. Okay, so 4.52. So now what is that? The angle between this V2 and V3. Okay, so V2 and V3, and also see, this is I, in this direction I also is there, and V3. So V3 is nothing but what? The voltage across the load, voltage across the load. Clear? This, the current and the voltage. Okay. So the current and voltage. So now see, this current is lagging by this angle, the V3. So again V3 is the across the load, is across the load. So the power factor of the load would be, the cos phi of that angle. How much angle? The cos theta. So as we know that the cos theta is 0.42. Okay, so this angle is cos theta is cos 0.45, and the if this angle I current is lagging, so that is lag. Okay, so this is the power factor. Okay, now what would be the, if RL is 5 ohm? If RL is 5 ohm, that means what? Across the R, this drop, VRL component. What would be the component? VRL would be the I into R. Now R we know, this 5 ohm. Then VRL how much? How we could get this? From this triangle, right angle triangle we can form, because this is VL and this is VRL. If it is this angle and this one we know, this 136 volt. If it is 36 hypotenuse, then how much this one? This is cos of VRL would be the 136 into cos of theta. So 136 into 0.45. This would be the, so what would be this? So this would be 136 into 0.45 is nothing but equal to 61.2. Okay, if it is 61.2, so how see, so the current would be, it is nothing but 61.2. so the current would be the 61.2 divided by 5, because R is 5, so it is nothing but 12.24 amps. Clear? Now the power delivered to the power, consumable power. Consumable power means it is what? VI cos phi. So consumable power means what? Consumable power, so it may be V3I cos theta, or it's I square R. So as you know, this V3 is 136 and I is how much? This is 12.24 into cos theta is 0.45. Okay, so 0.45 into 136. So it is around 459.08. It is around 750. And also in this way also we can get the R is known and this is the I. So this is also be the power, we can consume this power. Okay. So this is the example. With this your home tax will be for this related to this problem itself. So what would be the power factor of load? No, what would be the power factor of source? So your home tax will be with this question. Power factor of source. So this is the current and the somewhere this will be the source voltage, or here it is V1. So we have to find this angle. So cos of this angle what would be, and it is lagging or leading, whatever you have to find. Okay, this is the home tax related to this. Okay. So one more thing we have to discuss, the complex power. What is the notation of complex power? So in the power we have discussed the power. Okay, the apparent power, active power, reactive power. So it is the mathematical way to express the power. How the power? So there is a complex part also, the power. This is known as the complex power. So nothing but this power we could present in mathematical way. Okay, this power, complex power. So suppose any arbitrary way, we don't know the reference voltage or current. So but we know this voltage as an expression is V theta, and the current anywhere it is presenting phi. Okay. Now see, suppose there is a presentation of a reference. Okay. With this reference, suppose we are taking this voltage with this reference, this angle is theta. Because particular one with respect to some reference, we have to take this reference. Okay. And this voltage current is, suppose this is phi. Okay. So this voltage and current, there is the difference between two. Suppose this voltage is across some element, this voltage, and this is current is the current flowing through that element. Okay, but we are presenting this is in this way. Okay, so now suppose we are interested in the active power. So what would be the active power? So it would be like that, the active power would be the voltage, because we know the voltage and current, there is a phase displacement or phase difference. Phase displacement or phase difference. Phase displacement, what is here in such case, theta plus phi, because this angle is phi and this angle is theta. So in the equation, the active power equation, what would be the active power equation? Would be the Vrms, Irms and cos of theta plus phi. Okay. Okay. Now see, if it is this expression, if the reference with the reference, if it is 0, we have considered the reference as a 0. Okay, so angle, what would be this would be the negative, this would be the negative. If we consider as a reference as a 0, absolute 0. Okay, so the expression of V theta is if it is positive, because it is leading, it is positive, but the angle it is lagging, I is lagging with this reference, with respect to this reference. So what I is minus phi. Okay, but actually what we have to go get, P would be the cos phi theta plus phi, and Q the reactive power Vi sin theta plus phi, because the phase displacement would be theta plus phi. But simply if you multiply with this, expression without doing any operation, theta and I, so what you would be getting? Theta, this is phi. So here there are two components, Vi cos theta minus phi plus J sin theta minus phi. Okay. So this would be getting, but this expression is simply what? This is the not valid option. Not valid, because what we are interested in power, active power and reactive power, and that to be, and the phase difference between this and this would be the theta plus phi. Okay, so in this way, so it would be the theta plus phi, and the reactive power Vi sin theta plus phi. So this expression is not valid if we simply just do the multiplication of that. So what we have to do? We have to do the complement of current. Suppose if you have to take this V theta and this I and minus phi, if you take this complex, this is the complement of current, okay, with phase. So that is known as the complex power, because it has a meaning of the active power and the reactive power. So how it is? I and phi. With this we can present the Vi theta plus phi, angle of theta plus phi. So it can be present as Vi cos theta plus phi plus J sin theta plus phi. Now with this Vi computed here. So this is active power and this is reactive power. So there are two components, one real component, one imaginary component. So that too, this component leads as a complex power. So this is present as S. Okay, clear? So that's why this is called as a complex power. So this power, whenever you are just simply add multiplying this voltage and current, so the current would be the conjugate form, voltage would be in the same, and the but current would be the conjugate one. Okay, so in this way we will get the valid expression of power, the active power and reactive power. Active power would be the real one and the reactive power would be the imaginary one. Okay, so this is the mystery of the complex power. So if these components, complex power is represents in the mathematical way only. Okay, so there would be two components, one would be the real component, another would be the reactive expression of power. So that is not, it is no longer valid. Okay, so to get the expression, valid expression, you have to take the conjugate of current and then we'll get the complex power equation. Okay, I think in this lecture what we have so far studied. First one, we have explained one problem. In that problem, it is not related, it is not an easier one problem, so it was one tougher one. So this problem, what we got in this problem, we got the expression, the only the voltage equations, voltage values are given, and we had to find the power factor of the load, and also the if the load resistance is given, so what would be the power consumption. So it was the problem and we solved in that way. Okay, and remember one more thing here with this. So this expression, whatever the factorial addition, so in that the V2 and V3 would be the angle between, this is the theta. Okay, clear? So this is the way to find, and for there is a home tax for you to find the source power factor, and lastly we discuss about the complex power. Okay, and the complex power, to discuss this, so we have taken a reference. With that reference, the current would be the negative and the phase displacement would be the positive. Okay, if it is positive, so if we will take any reference, so with that it will be the in this way. Okay, the above the reference. Okay, so in this way we got the I am signing off with this lecture. Thank you all, take care.